Welcome to super tasty, delicious, healthy granola in an air fryer.
So we make tons of granola per week. We are absolute granola slobs and snobs, not slobs. And this is genuinely delicious.
And we're cooking this in an instant VersaZone Vortex air fryer. Genuinely a next level air fryer.
Why?
Eight functions in one, 95% less oil and 60% less energy.
Woo! And an 8.5 litre bask.
Yeah, so good for making. We're gonna make a breakfast in this, like really easy to serve all the family. It'll last for about 6 months in an airtight container. So first step before we start on the recipe, we're gonna preheat our instant air fryer.
First up, we're gonna mix our dry ingredients. So we're trying to use jumbo oats. They're a larger oat. That just means your granola will have bigger body and volume to it.
We've got 250 grams of jumbo organic oats. I've got 40 grams of cashews and 10 grams of flaked almonds, so 50 grams of nuts of your choice.
If you use the flake nut, it'll distribute itself.
We're using 40 grams of pumpkin seeds and 10 grams of sunflower seeds. Use whatever seeds you want.
We've got 10 grams of desiccated coconut. This will just caramelize and add this wonderful sweet, almost like a brown sugar note to our granola.
And this is debatable. I like a decent pinch of salt in my granola. It will accentuate the sweetness, but obviously up to you. You can leave it in or take it out.
Take your hand like a claw and just mix it through. Doesn't have to be like a claw, but that's what bakers always do.
Okay, next up we're gonna mix our wet ingredients. I've got 50 grams of melted coconut oil. You can use another type of oil if you have it. We've got 50 ml of maple syrup or other sweetener of choice, liquid sweetener.
Okay, take our wet ingredients and we're gonna pour them into the middle of our dry ingredients.
Okay, question, Steve, is there any reason why we've left the dried fruit out?
As our granny used to say, if you put your dried fruit in the oven or in your air fryer, it's gonna come out and it's gonna be like dentures. It's gonna be like elephants under your dentures, meaning that it's gonna be really crispy, burnt, and it's gonna hurt your teeth. So what we're trying to do here is make sure each flake is coated with a little bit of that oil and a little bit of that maple syrup for maximum caramelization.
So when it's preheated, it tells you put the food in, add food. So I've taken out the base grate at the bottom and we're just gonna add our granola. As we said, we're gonna bake it for 20 minutes at 160 degrees in our preheated air fryer on bake mode.
3, 2, 1. That's so
Lovely.
polite, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, here we go. Voila, look at that for crispy. Oh,
So crispy air fried baked granola.
And even when your granola comes out, you might still go, there's a little bit more moisture in it. Don't be tempted to bake it for longer. Give it time. As it sits, it's just gonna evaporate more of that steam.
So as soon as it's cooled, it's time to add our dried fruit. Literally add whatever dried fruit you want. We're being fancy here and we're going with 25 grams of goji berries and 25 grams of chopped dried mango, just for color. The goji gives that delicious red color.
Another thing I love to add in are some cacao nibs, just adds that chocolate note, but that kind of healthy, high antioxidant rich.
So there you have it, super simple, tasty granola. It'll last for 6 months in an airtight container. Links down below to the direct recipe and to learn more about instant air fryers. All the best. Cheers.